I was part of your some of the process, so I know a little bit. But I wanted to tell everyone kind of what you had in mind. How do you imagine? How did you imagine your virtual camp? What kind of experience do you want to offer your campers?
Yeah, I mean, we make decisions like this strategically, starting with our mission and our vision and our values. And so those are, of course, the framework that guides our decision making. Um, we we started some experimentation in mid-March, I think, like many people, offering camp at home activities, trying to learn what worked in a platform online, what didn't. We also we like data, so we did a surveying and focus groups. We did some benchmarking. We did a pricing study, just in order to, again, to inform the decision making as we tried to move forward.
Okay, when did you make the decision, by the way?
Yeah, we knew that we had to cancel our overnight camp in early May, but at that time we were still trying to understand the viability and the feasibility of running an online camp. So it took us a few more weeks before we were able to confidently say yes. But in that period, we had pulled together a small team in order to really assess the viability and feasibility of online camp. And that team helped us with experimentation and testing of some of the activities. You saw a video there where they were experimenting with some different activities that we could do at our online camp and finding ways to sort of unlock the potential of what we could do online.
Okay, and what did you learn that really works well, or better than expected, or the other way around? Like, what did you learn from this process?
Yeah, I think one of the most eye-opening moments for us. So we did the internal testing. So in the video you saw mostly adults that were doing camp games and activities. And that was our internal testing with our staff. And then we started doing external testing with campers. And after a full day simulation of our online camp, the comments that we heard blew us away. I mean, they said that it felt like they were together at camp. They couldn't believe how fast the time flew by and how much fun that they had. And it was an enormous relief and really encouraging for us as well.
Any challenges along the way?
Well, sure. There are always going to be challenges. We made mistakes. We had some guesses that didn't work out. There's some things that we started on that we abandoned. But for most part, as long as we stuck to the idea of making sure that kids were having fun and that they were still able to socialize, and that the activities were interactive and engaging. If we kept on those things, we found that we were successful.
So you are planning to go virtually this summer?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're full on. We start staff training today for some of what we're doing, and we have campers that start Monday the 22nd.
Oh, amazing. So before I open it for questions, any your spiel, like one piece of advice, moving forward, things they need, camp directors, camp professionals should have in mind going into it?
Yeah, I mean, I think, for us, this was all about trying to do something to serve our kids. Again, like based on our mission and our vision as an organization. So, that was our guide. And I would say for you, use your mission and vision and values as a guide.
Okay, so I see here a question. If you can get more specific with examples of what was really successful. Do you have a couple of examples for us?
Yeah, sure. One of our big challenges was how at our overnight camp, the cabin experience is so key. That's where you form your friendships and your relationships. You live together. It's like your family. It's like your tribe. And we were trying to figure out how could we try to capture some of that magic. And so in our online camp, we group the kids by cabins. They are assigned counselors. They have cabin time at the beginning of the day and again at the end of the day. And they do activities with their peers and with this counselor. And what we heard from the participants in our testing was that they really felt like they bonded. They had to write a cabin song and do a cabin cheer online. And it worked. It helped create this great identity, and they had fun.
And the ages of the campers?
We go from about age 8 to 16.
Okay. There's another question about how do you advertise it to your families?
We're trying everything. We've, of course, website and social media. You saw those videos, so we've been putting together a series of videos. We put out press releases, but most importantly, we called all of our families. What we found the most difficult thing to do was just to help them understand what it was that we were doing. Everyone sort of had their own assumption, and we found that there's often a difference between what they were imagining versus what we were imagining. So after a phone call, we would invite them to join us at an online information session. And so that's how so many of our returning camp families have joined us.
Wonderful. Well, this is very encouraging, and I really hope your campers and your staff will have the best summer. And to the rest of you, I'm going to say that our sessions are going to start in about 5 minutes. Soon enough, you'll see a close button that you would have to click, and then click to will take you to your next activity. So Aaron from Ben Frankel Camp, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm sure we'll be in touch soon.
Thanks. Good luck, everybody.